Okay, it's very early in the morning.
Yes, it is.
The fire is getting up to temperature. Shouldn't be long. Time to prepare the meat. All right, so like I said, today is we're going to do a Boston butt. We're going to smoke it. You can use a shoulder. This is a butt, and it is. I think they're basically the same cut of meat. One has a little more marbling and fat in it. I prefer the Boston butt, but this one's just under 10 pounds. And I'm going to also try something new today. I'll explain that in a second. First thing I'm going to do, it's dried. It's rinsed and totally dried on some parchment paper. And I am going to rub it down with some good yellow mustard. Flip that bad boy over to the fat side, All right. A little more of that there. All right, now a hand rinse. And I met a fine gentleman at a trade show. I believe his name was Brandon. He was in the booth next to me. I usually make my own. For those of you who have watched my smoked brisket recipe, you know I make my own rub. But I'm going to try something new here. This is Armadillo Red's pork rub, and it's by Beasley's. You can find it online or in a store, and we're going to give it a shot. It's a dry rub, and ingredients look a lot like mine. And here again, I don't normally do the endorsement like that, but we're going to try something new here. Smells good. All right. I'll pull my pork away from the counter there and just rub that in nice. Oops, making a little bit of a mess. Kind of hard to avoid. Oh yeah, look at that. I'll flip that over if I can. It's getting a little more difficult. Carla, can you put a finger on there? Thank you. Put that bad boy right like that. Okay. Another hand rinse. And some more rub. Being liberal with this rub. All on the sides, don't forget the sides. Yeah. I'm gonna have to make a little mess here. All right, we're gonna let that soak in, and probably for about 15-20 minutes. The fire will be ready, and we're gonna let that soak in, and then I'll pat it all down and make sure it's all dry. It's looking good. It's smelling great. We're gonna see how this Beasley's Armadillo pork rub does. Armadillo Reds. All right. Good morning. All right. It's a beautiful fall day today. That's much more enjoyable to cook outside than the blazing summer heat. But anyway, it's been on here about 3 hours and 15 minutes. I haven't looked at it. It's flip time. Fire's looking good. Everything's been good. We're gonna flip.
All right. You ready?
Ready.
Open.
Oh yeah. Looking good. I put it on fat side up like I always do. I start there. About every 3 hours I flip it. I put the larger side of the meat toward the firebox so that you don't dry out the small side. And oh, it's getting nice, man. Getting nice. Look at that. Beautiful. I'm gonna close it up, go get my thermometer. You gotta use a good meat thermometer. Always use a good thermometer. Mine has Mine hooks up with the phone so I could check it anytime. All right.
Just a quick shot of the chicken, because as you all know, I don't eat pork. And I am using that Beasley poultry powder, and see how that goes. All right.
All right. Well, it's a nice, bright, and sunny day. Let's see what we got here. That is looking good. I'm up to about 140 degrees. I need to get to 165 before I wrap. I also threw a couple chicken quarters on there.
You mean
couple
my
of,
chicken quarters?
Yes, Carla's chicken quarters, because she does not eat pork. So I'm going to go ahead and spritz right now. This is a combination of apple cider vinegar and a little apple cider. Helps break down the meat.
It's windy out today.
Helps keep things moist without knocking off all the... Whoa, leaf just hit me. Helps keeps things moist without knocking all your seasoning off. So, get that probe out of there. Oh, that's getting so tender. So tender. All right. Flip, flip, flip. Looking good. Flippity, flip, flip. And the chicken is, the seasoning on the chicken is actually the same brand, only it's the poultry.
Yeah, I did a little clip of that earlier.
Spritz a little more.
A lot of spritzing.
Spritz, spritz. Can't have enough spritzing.
Whole lot of spritzing going on.
And let's find that. There's the bone. You don't want to put a probe too close to the bone because it'll pick up a different temperature. So you want a nice, you want to find the fat part, but you want it to be away from the bone. That looks good right about. Nope, there's that bone. Let's see.
You're like a nurse trying to
find a vein.
Trying to find a vein.
All right.
Okay.
Before we get back to just letting it do its thing, I'm going to add a little bit more of this lump charcoal. Make sure that fire stays hot enough.
What's your hand, Joe?
Oh, I'm all right. The bigger the chunk, the better, but I'm running low.
Are you putting any chips in there?
Oh, better than that. I'm putting chunks. I'll show you. Like I said, today I'm using Mesquite, and normally I would go ahead and soak these in water, but at this point in the process, it's not going to absorb much more smoke. I'm just going to let them basically flare up and do their thing. All right, now I'm going to wrap it up. It's at 165. We'll put a little more apple cider on it. This is an unwaxed butcher paper, and it is fat side up.
It's midnight also now. I'm just
No,
kidding.
it's
not
not
midnight.
but it is. This, I got the stall. All right, it's a good time to explain the stall.
I think you explained it with the brisket.
I did. We're going to explain it again. That's when the thing sits there at the same temperature for so long your mind starts playing tricks on you.
Does it, Joe? Does it? You got it done, honey? Look at that, guys. He's wrapping it up. And then, what are you going to do with it, Joey?
All right. Then I'm going to stick my thermometer back in it. And we're going all the way to 205. 205.
205, people. 205. And there it is.
All right, so we went to the dry cooler, and it's been in there a couple of hours, And that's really key. If you watched here again, if you watched my video, the brisket video. Thank you, Carla. Having a senior moment there.
What would he do without me?
Then you know that you take that sucker out after it hits 200, 205, and you put it in the cooler for a couple hours. So let's see what we got here. Yeah, all right. So you know what I'm going to do?
I don't need this, but it is all right.
I think, Carla, if you could remove that without spilling it. Whoa, that ain't going to happen.
Yeah, that's hot.
That's hot. Hold on. All right. Now I get to use my...
right there on the plate.
My meat claws. Here we go. Let's see how this works.
Hold on. Is the thing hot?
Oh, my
look at
goodness.
that. Oh, look at that, guys.
Oh, my goodness.
For all the pork eaters.
That is going to be good. Okay, enough of this camera stuff. I want to eat.
That's right.
Oh, man, that just pulled apart so good with these barbecue bear claws. Now, here again, I don't normally give shout-outs, but I met these guys, Bonnie and Junior, at a trade show, and they're from about 100 miles east of Memphis, and they make some pretty darn good barbecue. Now, I don't know, I think Junior's skills might trump mine. But I think I do pretty good, but I'm going to tell you what, we're going to try a little of this right now. Hold on, shaky, shake, shake. Now, I like the hot, I got to be honest with you. I've tried it before. It's pretty darn good. Let's see here. Thank you, Junior. Thank you, Bonnie.